Max Mercury versus the evil Red Death. Let's get this party started. Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. So let us go to the on duty menu and let us go fight the evil Red Death in the Scarlet Speedster mission using our Max Mercury character.
This weird weather has brought out the worst in Central City's criminals. Strangely, weather wizards nowhere in sight. They're robbing banks, stores, you name it. The police could use a hand. Even the city's speedsters can't be in two places at once.
So I will explain a bit later how I made up our old friend Max Mercury, as much the look as the powers that I'm going to be using. So let's get started.
Shots fired! Need backup!
Stop right there! Police!
So basically I'm using Brawling, which is not a weapon I use all that much. Of course, I'm using the boost of speed to give super speed to my Max Mercury. But again, we'll take a look at that
Shots fired. Send
a bit
backup.
later.
Stop! Police officer!
Cheap shot!
Oh, and we got our old friend Dark Robin. I like the little guy.
That looks like a dead drop. Confiscate the package and I'll call in law enforcement to secure it.
And I'm just using Brawling by itself. I'm not using Weapon Mastery or anything like that.
Shots fired! Need backup!
Stop right there! Police!
Thank you, hero.
It'll be a bit easier than the last time I used Weapon Mastery. This time I was focusing a little too much on Weapon
Shots
Mastery.
fired. Send backup.
Stop! Police officer!
That's something that will happen here.
Do something!
Shots fired. Send backup.
Help! Help!
Whatever that metal coating is, it's turned those officers against you. I've never seen anything like it.
Obviously, I should probably use Speedster powers with our friend Max Mercury. Sadly, not really an option at this point.
Weird. It looks like metal. Whatever it is, they're under its control.
So let us continue.
I just picked up a surge of energy from the Flash Museum. They've got the actual cosmic treadmill locked away there. That's got to be tied to these Speed Force storms. Check it out.
So let us go fight the evil Mirror Master.
Looks like Mirror Master is under the influence of that weird metal. At least
Hopefully-
we know he's not behind this.
Hopefully it'll be a bit better. I won't be distracted by trying too hard to use Weapon Mastery. That was a bad move. There's a healing barrel if you need to.
Run! Run!
Almost there.
The museum's got to have some answers. Watch your back in there.
So let us select our reward. Decisions. Doesn't really matter. You guys probably know by now, but in case you're a new guy watching some of those videos, basically there are cinematics throughout the mission. If you don't want to see the cinematics, just use the little console over here, and you won't have the cinematics. Personally, I love the cinematics, so I never really use
You
the
found
console.
Flash, but something's not right.
Can't stop myself. Must obey.
In my world, I strapped the Flash to the hood of my Batmobile and drove into the Speed Force. Gaining his powers made me a better, deadlier Batman, but I still have his annoying voice stuck in my head. I'm going to enjoy watching another Flash squirm. Think you can keep up? Catch me if you can.
You've got to save Flash. I think the cosmic treadmill's been opening those weird portals.
Fading fast.
Batman combined with the Flash, but evil? It's like a nightmare. If that's a Batman, he won't be as experienced with Flash's rogues. Go to the exhibits. We can build a device to help you fight him.
There's a little puzzle further in the map, but once you reach the puzzle, you have to come back here and activate the crate. If you activate the crate right now, you won't have to come back. It saves a minute or two. Oh yeah, our friend Robin. There's supposed to be a trinket now that gives you 3 Dark Robins as backup. I have to admit, I haven't seen it yet. And some of you guys sometimes wonder about the little demon that appears with my character. It's actually an Eldritch God that comes from the artifact, from one of the artifacts in Justice League Dark. It's the Grimorium Verum. I have no idea if it's an artifact from DC or from some other lore. But once you have that artifact, if you upgrade it, eventually you can have the little Eldritch God that appears and that will help you in battle. It pretty much appears as soon as you start the battle, as you just saw. I wish it would be the same with Robin, although Robin does appear often enough when you play in the Metal Part 1 missions. almost there. So here we have the little puzzle.
Looks like the mechanisms on that door have shorted out. If you can find something nearby that's connected to the system, fixing it should open the door.
So normally we would go back to activate the crate. We don't need to. We have already done it. And we just have to make sure that the green portrait is not next to the flame. And after that, it's just a matter of switching the other two if it doesn't work.
I've uploaded schematics. Pick one of the rogues' power types from the exhibits to give you an edge.
Now let's go for the Captain Cold one. And let us continue. So once we get in battle, we should have a little effect that will do a bit of damage and help us in battle. As you can see, also it holds the evil enemies. Should do a bit of damage too, but as you saw, the frost effect got activated like over here. So sadly, I wasn't able to do the damage to the characters with that effect. But let's try to time our attack so that it actually does do the damage. Sadly, that was poor timing. It won't really matter. Oh, our old friend Robin again. So as you can see, it does appear fairly often in battle. Sadly, it only appears in Middle Part 1 missions, which I find a bit sad. I kind of like the little guy. But at least we have our little, Eldritch God with us in every battle. Not the same as having Robin, but it'll have to do. So we've almost reached the evil Red Death. So let's summon our old friends and let's get this party started.
Your new toys aren't clever. I am Batman and Flash. I'll always be one step ahead of you.
Classic Batman. Don't let him get under your skin.
Come on now. I'm not out of this race yet.
Let's try and use our supercharge next time. Basically, I have two supercharge, one to be able to heal myself, or one to do damage, depending on the circumstances. I don't think I need the one to heal myself, so let's use the other one. And let's summon our friend Batman. Oh, that was close.
I heal quickly. Pain is a mirage. Come on. it's time to vibrate your hearts out of your chests. No! Flash, get out of my head!
Not sure why they're not
Stop
using his
singing
belt.
that song!
Oh, Red Death. So disappointing. Welcome to the beginning of the end. We are going to have so much fun. And by we, I mean all the Dark Knights who are coming to your world.
This is a nightmare. I don't know what that thing was, but we've got to stop it. I'll confer with the Justice League and get back to you. I'll be on this 24/7. No way I'll be able to sleep after seeing that Batman who laughs.
So let's collect our reward and let's get out of here. Let's go for the shoulders. And we got a little treasure box, so let's take a look at what's in the box. You get a source mark. Oh well. So let us go back to our lair and let's take a look at how we created our friend Max Mercury. So creating Max was simple enough. Basically we're using the slimline headpiece. I think it's a half slimline headpiece. For the mask, it's the full slimline mask. For the chest piece, it's the Abracadabra chest piece. It's a mission you can get when you play the flashback two-player mission. For the gloves, it's the Dr. Fate gloves. For the belt, it's the Egyptian belt. The pants are the New Genesis pants. And the boots are the Gadgeteer boots. There's a handful of boots that could have been used. It didn't have to be those, but those are the ones I used this time. So it's really simple to recreate the look of our friend Max Mercury within DC Universe Online. And of course, the aura is the sparking aura. And there's a handful of auras that could give you a sort of lightning effect with your character. I went with the sparking aura this time. For the weapon, obviously I went with brawling, but I didn't purchase any of the weapon masteries. I just went with the pure brawling abilities. So for the stat points, everything was put into weapon. Weapon focus expert, critical attack chances, critical attack damage, and precision. And a little bit in might and power. For the loadout, I went simple enough. I used a time bubble to give myself some survivability, warped reality to be able to buff myself a bit, give me some weapon buff attacks. I had closed loop in case I needed some healing. Swoop attack that I used just a few times because I didn't know what else to put there, but it gave me also an ability to be able to charge on my enemies if I needed to. Quantum tunneling served a similar purpose, and also it acted as a shield. So that's pretty much my most versatile ability, I suppose. And if I needed some extra damage, a temporal vortex was there. So either I would use my supercharge to do extra damage, or I would save it to be able to heal myself, depending on the situation. A few videos ago, you guys may recall I used temporal extortion. Basically, I was trying to give myself an additional buff, but I'm so used to playing as a controller that I completely forgot at the time that it only increases your weapon attack damage when you are a controller. And it does that for you and the 3 members of your group. So it pretty much was pointless at the time I used it. Oh well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below. I'll see what I can do about answering your question. Although by now I've made roughly 2,000 videos about DC Universe Online, so you could search in my videos. So odds are I've already made a video that answers your question. But if not, I'll try to answer your question as soon as I can. It's just that there's starting to be a lot of you guys. There's just one of me. So it's getting a bit challenging to try to answer everybody's question. And that is pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.